All races suck. So, the new system for Battle for Azeroth has a lot of downsides. If you wanna know why, just keep watching. Hello guys, Sinot here. So, today I'm going to talk to you about why the new allied races system in World of Warcraft is bad. Well, let's begin. So, this has been a pretty controversial topic on the community. I've seen a lot of complaints about the new races, the new racials, the new combos, etc. And I have to say, yeah, there are a lot of people that is complaining is right. I mean, of course, there's a lot of people that just complain because they like to complain as always, but a lot of things are truly a big problem. And the first reason why this new allied races system is quite bad, or at least not ideal, it's because it's not what we asked for, and in the form it was introduced, it's cutting down our customization. Now, what do I mean with this? Well, we asked for, sub races. That was the topic that people were asking about for years and years and years. And you can see even in MMO there's a compilation of all the sub races ideas people had, like Magar Orcs or Whitehammer Dwarfs and other stuff. And they were just the same races that we have, just from other tribes, from other I don't know, from our cultures that were just being represented into playable characters, and they had just some minor modifications like brown skinned orcs, like tattoos for the Wildhammer, like perhaps tattoos for Culturian humans and stuff. However, this new allied race system is just bringing up these sub races as new races. They got their own emotes, their own mounts, their own racials, and okay, all that's good. I mean, sure, it's awesome. It's like an extra mile, right? But in the end, I mean, this has a lot of repercussions. Now, let me explain this in more detail. The best example is found in High Mountain Tauren, but it also applies very heavily on Lightforged and Dark Irons. I mean, these aren't actual races. I mean, they are still Tauren, Draenei, and Dwarves. However, when we create a character, we have to choose between this subgroup or the main group. And we wanted their antlers, we wanted their horn, we wanted their haircuts, we wanted their skin, and now if we want that, we have to either race change or play another character, make a new character. We can't just go to the barbershop and ask, hey, I want these new markings that these guys have. No, that markings are just for that race, and if this race get markings, it will be unique to this race. What I mean is, have you seen how Lightforge have so many new haircuts? And I mean, if I'm a Draenei player and I want to use these haircuts, I can't. And I think that's pretty uncalled from Blizzard. I mean, that's pretty unfair in my opinion. And that's not the only thing that's unfair. The other unfair thing is the second reason why the system is bad. And that is the combos, And let me give you an example. Let's say I have a Draenei Shaman level 110, and I saw this awesome Lightforged in the Army of the Light, and I want to play them. And Blaze has put so much effort on this Lightforged. They gave them new skins, new eyes, new tattoos, etc. And now I want my Draenei to be a Lightforged, and I think I should be able to, but now I see the combos, and Lightforged can only be 5 classes, and they have to be the pretty basic ones. I mean, they can only be Priest, Hunter, Mage, Warrior, and Paladin. Like, that screws over every other Draenei player out there. Draenei monks don't get anything, Draenei shaman don't get anything, Draenei dead knights don't get anything. It sucks. And I think that's pretty unfair. I mean, these are just evidently just new customization for Draenei, and Blizzard is treating them as a new race, and this impedes some other Draenei players to use that. And that's just, I mean, why? Why did Blizzard decided that? Especially when it's so arbitrary. I mean, why Lifeforce can be monks, yet Nightborn that join the world basically at the same time can be monks. I mean, that's stupid in my opinion. And it goes beyond that. I mean, we have void elves that are these new group of elves that were dabbling into the void, and they can't. They are basically blood elves, and they can't be dead knights. And no other of the new races can be dead knights. So dead knight players are just screwed. I mean, why? Why did Blizzard decided that no one could be a dead knight, especially when some of them did make sense? I mean, I think, okay, Last Force not make sense, but Dark Iron makes sense, Void Elf makes sense, High Mountain makes sense. I mean, Track High Mountain is probably one of the most important dead knights, and Towering High Mountain can be dead knights. It's absurd. And Blizzard should really reconsider their stance of these combos. And that brings me to the next reason why this system is bad. And that's because it's too complicated. Now, what do I mean with this? When we asked for sub-races, we were hoping that we could just change to it, enjoy like being a Wallhammer, being a Magar, like just going to a barber shop, or even paying perhaps a small fee for it. Okay, I mean paying for character customization for the skin. Okay, that's fine. But right now the system is much more complicated. We have to first unlock the race, and okay, that's pretty cool. I mean, we're gonna get some lore from the race, why they are joining the alliance and stuff. Okay, that's fine. However, first we have to unlock the race, and this will only be done by advanced players. I mean, new players can't play these races, and that's, I don't know. I think many new players will want to try the races and they won't be able to, and that sucks. Okay, let's say there are no more new players. We have to unlock the races both in the Horde and the Alliance, which means we need to have a max level character in both factions. What if I want to be Horde just because I want to level up? I don't know, a Nightborn, and I can now. Okay, that's bad. And beyond that, we also have to, level up from level 20 to 120 just to get their new armors, and I don't know, I think it's too much problem for a system that could have been so easily introduced. And that brings me to the next point. A system like this it was so easy to introduce in other games, and in World of Warcraft, with this system we could have gotten, much more soft races like Magars and Wildhammers that we aren't getting. We are getting recolors as new races, so we're only getting 6 when we could have gotten 1 for every single playable race. And since we are only getting 6 races, that's kind of, we're getting less, and that sucks. And this brings me to the next point, that we're also getting an elf switcheroo, and that's stupid as hell. They obviously created the Nightborn just so the Horde could have night elves, and now the Alliance is having their version of blood elves. And the worst part of this is that it's not even high elves that the Alliance has been asking since forever. It's a new type of elf, the void elves, and even worse than that is that these void elves aren't even convert high elves, they are convert blood elves. It's such a tangled thing that why would they do that? I think it's completely unnecessary, and it just, shorthand, just not good. And that brings me to the last point, and that is that the Alliance is getting shafted pretty heavily. Now I'm going to make another video on this that's going to go deeper into why, but I want to explain this really quickly. I mean, the Horde is getting new models, is getting races that we have met through the entire expansion with more lore, etc. And the Alliance is getting, I mean, a bot race and a light race. I mean, what the fuck? We are getting all races, just they are more lightly or more voidy. I mean, okay. And the dwarf race is just dwarfs with different skin color. The Horde is getting better combos, it's getting new druids and stuff, and the Alliance is getting just the typical ones. And I don't know, I think, I mean, the Alliance is also getting betrayed by High Mountain, by Nightborn that help and stuff. And okay, the Light Force are coming, but they were always very nice, so I mean, it feels really, it really sucks for the Alliance, especially when you also compare the Light Force racials to the High Mountain racials. High Mountain have amazing racials, and Light Force have what? I mean, they have the light damage. I mean, what the hell? And so, yeah, the Alliance is getting shafted pretty badly. And those are the reasons. Now let's sum up this. The system is bad because we are losing customization. We are getting less sub races that we should, or that we could have gotten with another system. The system is too complicated for something so simple that we have been asking for. We are getting a mirroring of the elves, and that's done in a pretty untasteful way too. We are getting way fewer combos, and it's completely unfair to many players that won't be able to play these options despite playing already the race, you know? And the Alliance is getting totally shoved in this system. So, well, leave me your comments. I would like to know, what do you think about the system? As I said, it's pretty bad. I mean, of course, it has its redeeming qualities, but overall, I think Blizzard could have done a much better job, and they decided to go with this more creative route, and it's not really working out that well. But well, let's see what do you think. And so, if you like this video and you want to know more deeply why the Alliance is getting chopped and why this is unfair, I'm going to be making more beats and going to be explaining more stuff and making more reviews and stuff. So just hit the like button and subscribe. See you out, and goodbye.